Hi everybody, welcome to another video at the Pharmacist Academy. Woo! So today I'll be sharing with you two methods on how to achieve a higher grade on your clinical rotations. And during my IPs and APPs, these two methods are things that I utilized in order to not only achieve a higher grade, but to also leave a good impression with the preceptors. Now I have these two methods on the next slide. So can I get a drum roll? Okay, method number one. Bring a small notebook and notepad. Now I know there's people that are saying like, how is this gonna help me achieve a higher grade? Don't worry, I will explain to you in the next few slides. Method number two, do what is asked of you. I will talk about this a little bit more in slide number 5. Bring a notebook or a notepad. Now, why is this important? One of the main reasons why this is important is because you have to write down any new information that you receive that you didn't know of. Now, during your clinical rotations, whether you're on rounds, you're having a one-on-one discussion with your preceptor, during presentations, or even a journal club, there's going to be information that may come up that you didn't know. And the rule of thumb, and this is something I always keep in my mind, if you don't know it, write it down and look it up because that information is going to come back around maybe in the next rotation, maybe during your board exam. So just look it up. If you look it up, you don't need to memorize it, but just read on it. And once you get this new information, right, let's say you're having one-on-one discussion with your preceptor and this new information comes up, write it down in your notepad while the preceptor is there. Now, that's like the best feeling you could give somebody to show that you're giving somebody your undivided attention is going to boost their confidence. And that's a feeling you want to give your preceptor. It's going to show that you're actively listening to them and that will make them feel good. It also shows that you want to learn. And that's something that's going to help you stand out from the other students because trust me, students are not doing this. Students are not carrying notebooks around, like very small notebooks or notepads around during their rotations and taking notes. So if you're doing that, you're going to be remembered and you're going to stand out compared to the other students. Number two reason why you should bring a notebook or a notepad to your clinical rotations so that you can write down all clinical questions that were asked of you. So if they ask you a clinical question and let's say you didn't know the answer, the first thing you should say is, I don't know the answer, but I'll get back to you with it. And then what you want to do is write the question down right away so that the person sees that you're writing the question down. That automatically shows that you're a very organized student, and it also shows the person who asks the question that you're more likely to get back to them with that answer, and you're somebody who's is good when it comes to getting feedback, and handling the fact that you didn't answer the question, right? You didn't know the answer to the question, but the way you handled it, you actually used it to your advantage because you said, I don't know the answer, but I'll get back to you with it. And you wrote the question down. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Students do not do this. So once again, if you're doing this, it's going to make you stand out. Method number two on things to do to help improve your grade on your clinical rotations. Now, before we dive into this, I put this question right here as a true or false question. Preceptors should only ask you to do things related to your clinical rotations. True or false? In the perfect world, yes, the answer is true. But in reality, not necessarily. So if you take a look here, let's say you're on your acute care rotation, but your preceptor asks you to package medications or do code trays. Now, I'm letting you know right now, as a pharmacist student, and I've been through this before, okay? There's been times where I was on a clinical rotation, but let's say the pharmacy was short staffed or they were really busy, so then they asked me, to do code trays or I had to deliver medications to the floor. Now, this had nothing to do with my clinical rotation, but I still did it anyways. Okay, you're just paying your dues. We all had to go through this. All right. So once in a blue, it may come up, but when it comes up, just think of it that you're being a team player. And I know you're only in the site temporarily, but being a team player means that you're somebody who's willing to always do what you got to do in order to make the workflow and the job plays smoothly. Okay, so just show that you could do that. And remember that every rotation that you're on is a potential future job at that site. All right, very important. The pharmacy world is a small world. Everybody knows each other. Okay, so if you're setting a good impression on one person, just know that you're most likely going to communicate with somebody else about it. Okay, and another thing I want you to keep in mind is that even though I'm recommending that you do this, there's a very thin line between helping out sometimes and being pulled away to package medications or do code trays during your whole rotation experience, right? That is not supposed to be the case. So if that's the case for you, you definitely want to speak to your counselor, whoever handles the rotations for the pharmacy program. Speak to them regarding this so that you could decide, they could help you decide what's the next step to take. Okay, and that will be the end of this video. I hope this video was helpful. It's short, but it gets straight to the point. Take those tips and try it out, and I promise you, you're going to stand out compared to any other student on your rotation. And remember, every rotation site is a potential job offer in the future. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video with your friends that are also on rotations. And let me know if you have any questions. And once again, I'm here for you guys. So if you have any videos or any complicated topics that you want me to go over, please feel free to let me know. And thank you for watching this video once again. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.